EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready?
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch one. Watch one. Now watch one. There you go. Yeah.
They'll try the draw, Lindsay. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Show it up. 6-6. Pull it high.
A give, running right, Lindsay. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on. Go. Top of 2.
Here's 2nd and 8. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Down. 60 data. 54. Mike, 54. Watch the run.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first and 10. It's Haskins. Throw left side complete. It's Waters. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Let's go. 15 line it. 15 line it. All right. Here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go. Now let's get there. Joker, Joker. Joker, Joker. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ready? 50. 50's a mic. 50's a mic. I got you.
They'll run on first down. Waters trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Right there. 54 mic. Check.
Throwing on second down. Haskins. And he'll find Hall. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 43. On first down, it's Haskins looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here we go. 10 logo. Push him back. Push him back. Ready?
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to fourth down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
A gain on the play. First down, Minnesota.
Ready, set. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
2nd and 9 now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Haskins to throw it. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting?
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And Diggs has it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Check, 47. 80 weapons.
Now back to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get into football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On second down, a run with Lindsey.
Watching that play unfold or watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Switch. X3. 218. Chop it.
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, high 7.
2nd and 15. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 18-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Toss play, Kamara. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the Vikings' 46-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
It's now 3rd and 4.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st down, it's Waters, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Man, I got you.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, you know how we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan? That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there out of Kamara. 43 yards on the ground.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the Vikings' 26-yard
Ready,
line.
ready. 50's the mine. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them one closer.
Saints 20, Vikings 12.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On second down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And this will be taken at the 13. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's second down.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's complete to Diggs. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Clement. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6. He'll find Lindsey here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Look out for number 30. Look out for number 30. Single, 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 single. Steve Griffin.
He'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Vikings send out their punter. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Space to run past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Philip Lindsey with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Back to throw here. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 23-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Haskins. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Terry Godwin, 77 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Makes the score Saints 27, Vikings 20.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Open man there is Malone. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Watch the curve. Go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Take it at the 37. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Double time. 4 down. Alert.
They'll run on 1st down. Waters. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he cuts it out right sideline. Some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On play action, Haskins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. 3rd down, here's Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The throw over the middle taken in, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. He'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Complete to Alshon Jeffrey. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Ready. 48, exit. 47. Check back. Get it.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. The Vikings send out their punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, Heavy. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete here.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get out the field, defense. 58, boys. 58. 58. Mike.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run with their fullback. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, it's Waters. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here we go with Haskins. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. second touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. What's good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's third down.
And 6 yards to go.
Ready. 90 Wolf. 61 Matchbox White. Steve Griffin.
He's back to throw. That's caught. It's Malone. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And the Vikings first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Philip Lindsay there, but it'll be 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. 5.
Back to throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is now to gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Pick, baby. You see it all day. Pick.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 8-3. We ain't giving them nothing.
On first down, it's Lindsey. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Brings up second and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Ready? 70. Indy. That's what I do. Go.
Another run by Lindsey. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Minnesota, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.